Hey, and welcome to the show. I'm the Crypto Kid, and in this video, we take a look at everything cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, and some of the big news events that are happening. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so because we make daily videos and we try to keep it interesting and current. So let's jump right into it and see what's going on in Bitcoin today in the market. So that's a chart we'll get back to shortly, but let's start with Bitcoin. Now, looking at Bitcoin, we are sitting at just about almost exactly at 5,700 USD. That's the 1 hour map there. Let's take a peek at the 24. In my opinion, we're going to see a slow climb back up towards that 58 or 59 this weekend. But again, this is just my opinion, and I say that because as we get closer to the fork, the value of Bitcoin will continue to rise, as everyone knows. And as you can see, that little dip that we had down here will shoot back up eventually. Hopefully we'll reach that 6,000 before November, but we'll have to wait and see. So what's going on in the market today? Well, you can see that there's not too much big other than Bitcoin Cash. Now, Bitcoin Cash has been down and out in the last month or so, but over the last week, it has been slowly climbing. So you can see in the 7-day graph there, we're getting closer to about $400. And I believe this morning we were sitting at $400. The value is up in the mining as well. So you'll see right now it is about 1.14% or times more, I should say, more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash. But that is not expected to last very long. As you can see, it's going to change with the next block potentially. But as you can see here with the line, the blue represents Bitcoin Cash, and it is just skyrocketing right past Bitcoin. But usually it kind of goes up and down. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. But you can see that that 400 mark this morning was pretty nice to see it back up in that range. So what else can we say here? Well, Bitcoin Cash might be more than we think. So as we approach the pending fork on November 16th to 18th, you're going to see a lot of money flowing back into Bitcoin Cash. Now, it's just my opinion, but let's check out why I think that. So back in August 1st, we had the first fork. We had a fork called Bitcoin Cash fork, where the original chain split off, and if you held any Bitcoin Cash, or I'm sorry, Bitcoin at that time, you held an equal amount of Bitcoin Cash after the fork. So as you can see here, let's move that up here to represent Bitcoin Cash. Now, just the other week, on October 25th, we had another fork. So Bitcoin Gold was introduced, and the same thing, the amount of Bitcoin you held on that date, you held an equal amount of Bitcoin Gold as you did for Bitcoin. And if you didn't do much, then nothing happened at all. So now let's get interesting as we move into November for the pending SegWit 2x hard fork. Now I'll try to keep this simple. Now, as you can see right now on the futures website, Bitcoin 2x, I guess they're calling it the SegWit 2x coin. Now, it is sitting around $1,000 on the futures market. So if that plays out the same way, and you have Bitcoin sitting at around, say, 6,000 USD after the fork, and the SegWit coin at around 1,000, say maybe even 2,000, that's very unfortunate. And if that stays the same and the hash power kills the two coins, a lot of money is going to be lost, and then it wasn't maybe the best investment to keep all your money in Bitcoin before the fork. Maybe it's more profitable, this is my point, to keep a lot in Bitcoin Cash. Now, I say that for two reasons. One, because depending on what happens with Bitcoin, there might be a fallout with Bitcoin. BTC and the SegWit 2x coin, or whatever you want to compare it to, the SegWit 1 coin compared to the SegWit 2 coin. Either way, when this fork splits, it's very possible that these two will not be able to live side by side together, and one will win or neither of them will win. And I hope, in my opinion, that the SegWit 2x comes out on top. The majority of the miners support it, majority of the exchanges call it BTC, and we see SegWit 1 kind of become its own chain that I don't know how it will survive, but in my opinion, that would be the best thing to see. Now, if we don't see that and these two chains fall apart, personally, I would have liked to have a lot of my Bitcoin transferred over to Bitcoin Cash before the price of Bitcoin Cash goes up. Because right now, if you're holding quite a bit of Bitcoin, you can sell that or trade that and be sitting pretty with quite a bit more Bitcoin Cash. Now, after the fork, if the price of your Bitcoin drops and the price of Bitcoin Cash goes up, you might not be able to take advantage of holding as much Bitcoin Cash. But there's also the alternative that maybe you don't keep so much Bitcoin and you put a little bit more into Bitcoin Cash. This is just my opinion. Now, keep in mind that this is not professional advice. This is just my opinion, and it's something to consider because this is unprecedented. We have not seen these actions happen before, so anything can happen. But to me, there's not much that can go wrong with Bitcoin Cash because it is already on its way up. It's been proven to work. There's a lot good coming with Bitcoin Cash, and the future of Bitcoin is very uncertain at this moment. So just something to consider, but I will be following this up with daily videos, so please follow along, and I'll be providing a lot more information, including articles that might clarify this, so you can begin to make the best investment and the decisions that'll work specifically for you. So take what I'm saying, what other YouTubers and what's in the news, and really think about what works for you and how it's going to benefit you and your decisions in the goals that you have as an investor. So I hope this was helpful. Please hit that subscribe button, like if you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one.